Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have the 2023 Chevy Traverse in a trim that might not be very popular here on YouTube. So if you follow me here on the channel, then you know I recently posted a video of the 2023 Hyundai Palisade SE, which is the entry-level Palisade. So today I have the same opportunity to look at that entry-level Traverse and see what you get for that sub $38,000 price point. And if you're interested in a trim with a few more options, I also have a video of a 2023 3LT Traverse or the LT leather package, so make sure to check that one out if you're interested in that. Now, if you saw my other video on the 23 Traverse, then you know that there were not many changes here for the 23 model year. Now, this is actually the sterling gray metallic, which is one of the new exterior colors, along with the red that I mentioned in the last video. Those were the two main highlights in terms of changes, and they also made a couple changes to the accessory wheel lock options. But other than that, it's pretty much the carryover from the 2022 model year. So with all this being said, let's not waste any more time and take a look at this 2023 Traverse LS. So the Chevy Traverse in front of us here is a 2023 Chevy Traverse LS all-wheel drive, finished in the new sterling gray metallic. Overall, I really do like this color. Here in the sun, you can see all the metallic. It's not too dark, not too light. I think overall, it's a pretty solid color. Up top, you have your LED daytime running lights with the LED projector headlights down below. Those are standard across all Traverse. And you'll find some chrome trim with the gold bow tie in the grille and some chrome trim around the headlight assembly as well. Coming over to your wheels and tires, these are your 18-inch alloy wheels. These are 255, 65, 18-inch Bridgestone Allenza tires. And you will find on the lower trims of the Traverse, anything that is not a Premier or higher, you have the black body color cladding that goes along the lower trim. That is pretty standard issue on most lower SUVs these days. You do have gloss black mirror caps and the Traverse spelled out on the two front doors. Proximity entry on all four door handles here on the LS. Some more chrome trim around the windows and some tinted windows in the back. All standard equipment on the Traverse. Out back, you do have LED tail lamps as well. There's your all-wheel drive badge, since this one is all-wheel drive. Dual outlet exhaust. Rear backup camera, of course, since that is government mandated these days. And some more chrome trim in the center of the taillights. Overall, I think the Traverse does look really nice. The refresh definitely spiced it up just a little bit, gave it a little bit more character in my opinion. But this vehicle is getting a little bit older for the generation as a whole, since the Traverse in this generation has been out since the 2018 model year. So it's definitely getting up there in age in comparison to some of the other models on the market. But stepping on the inside, this one does have the black and chai interior, which is a little bit unique in my opinion. I don't think you see this combination too often. But starting out here on the door panel, you do have soft touch materials up top here. It's kind of a rubberized texture. Some faux stitching here on the armrest and the backside of the door panel. A little bit of gray accent. It actually goes really nicely with the exterior paint color. Kind of matches there. Chrome door handle pull, power windows, mirrors, and locks. Lots of storage in the lower door panel. You can see the theme continues throughout the interior with the chai on the seats. These are a manual driver's seat with 6-way adjustments. Of course, it's a cloth material with a little bit of a pattern in the center. You can see up here on the dash that stitching kind of continues. It's all soft touch up here on the dash. You have a little bit of gloss black accents. So immediately you're greeted with a normal urethane steering wheel. On the left, you have your cruise control as well as your collision avoidance distance setting. On the right, you have your voice command controls, your audio controls for your phone, as well as your setting for the 3.5-inch monochromatic display in the center. There's a bunch of menu options that it can display for the vehicle, as well as your MPG. All that good stuff is displayed up there in that display. But speaking of it, it's just a normal analog gauge cluster for the most part. A larger 7-inch partially digital gauge cluster is available on the upper trim levels of the Traverse. Automatic high beam assist is part of the Chevy safety suite as standard equipment. On the right is your wiper stalk. To the left of the steering wheel, you find your automatic headlight controls as well as your gauge dimming. Coming over to the infotainment system, this is the 7-inch Chevy infotainment system with Sirius XM, FM, AM, Bluetooth, wireless Android Auto, and wireless Apple CarPlay as standard equipment. Overall, this screen is looking a tad small in comparison to some of the competition these days. If you guys have seen my Palisade video, then you'll know a 12.3-inch screen is standard equipment. So this is looking a little bit small, but it does have a lot of features. As you can see, you can control the climate settings front and rear on this screen, so it has a lot of benefits to it. Overall, the size is just a little bit on the small side. This does have built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, so that is another feature like some of the competition has. So overall, this has a lot of equipment on it. Of course, all of your OnStar and stuff like that. It's just a little bit on the small side. Some of the physical controls are still present below the screen, which I definitely appreciate. This vehicle does have tri-zone automatic climate control, so 2 zones up here in the front, 1 in the rear. So that is a nice added benefit here on the Traverse, even in its base trim level. 2 USB-A ports as well as an auxiliary port, 12-volt outlet, some additional storage down here. Here's your transmission selector, which is a urethane design as well, not leather wrapped or anything. Here's your proximity key fob, just pretty basic, no remote start here on the base LS. Electronic parking brake, lane keeping assist, your auto stop start off button, and since this is an all-wheel drive, you have a couple more drive modes versus the front-wheel drive. So you go ahead and put it in all-wheel drive mode right there just by twisting the dial. You can see it goes into all-wheel drive, twist it back, 2-wheel drive. The armrest does have some more of that faux stitching here, and it is nicely softly padded. Bunch of storage in here. It is a very large console overall. There is a light on the inside, but no ports or anything like that. Coming up top, black headliner, even in this interior. There's your microphone for the driver's side. LED illumination on the visors. LED illumination here on the center console as well. There's your OnStar and passenger airbag information. This is just a traditional manual dimming mirror. But overall, yeah, not too much here on the headliner of the LS. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back seat and see what the back seat has to offer. Nice wide door opening on the Traverse. That's one thing I've always liked about this generation in particular. It is extremely wide. So it's nice hard touch up top, but you do have the same soft touch here on the armrest section of the door. Again, lots of storage, cup holder. There's your seat adjustment here on the second row, so the seat backs do have some reclinability to them. This is the 8-passenger configuration here in the LS, so keep that in mind. 2 mat pockets on both the back seats. There's your automatic zone climate control for the second row. 2 USB charge ports and a little bit of storage. There's a look at the front seat. Vents up here on the roof, more LED interior lighting. No center armrest here on the bench seat. You can see you do have more microphones here for the backseat passengers, so it'll pick up your audio. Seats do have a sliding function, which is nice on both sides. There's the third row. Entry and exit is very easy in this vehicle overall. The base trim here, you do have USB charge ports in the third row for either side. Nice big cup holders. Some more air vents up here on the roof. But yeah, overall the third row here is pretty spacious. It's not the biggest in the world, but overall it would do for most families anyway. But yeah, overall the third row is not too bad here in the Traverse. Just to showcase how much it reclines, there you can kind of see that seat's a little upright and this one's reclined a bit. Take a look at the cargo capacity. Now this does just have a manual lift gate. But you can see the Traverse offers quite a bit of cargo space here behind the third row. 12-volt outlet. Under the floor here, you do have a large amount of storage. Nice to see. And this does have the floor that kind of sits up by itself. If there wasn't these mats up here, it would stay up. But once you flip it up like that, it'll stay in place. Definitely a nice touch there. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here on the passenger front seat. Of course, all the materials are going to be the same. Now this one does not have the height adjustment, so this is just a 4-way manual passenger seat. But yeah, the interior here on the LS looks pretty nice overall. Glove box is damped. No light that I can see in there. But yeah, overall pretty nice on the interior. Again, this is that sub $38,000 price point, so just a hair less than the Palisade SE. But let's go ahead and take a look under the hood and then we'll wrap up this video. So under the hood of the Traverse, you'll find the 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 that puts out 310 horsepower and 266 pound-feet of torque through a 9-speed traditional automatic transmission with either front or all-wheel drive depending on the spec of your Traverse. So that's going to wrap up this video on the 2023 Chevy Traverse LS all-wheel drive. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll definitely get back to you. I enjoy engaging with you guys, so feel free to leave a comment. Now I just want to mention pricing before we end out this video. Now this exact Traverse that I'm sitting in stickers at $37,315 including destination. But I went on Chevy's website this morning to build this exact same Traverse, and according to Chevy it costs $300 more now. So I'm assuming there was a $300 price increase at least here on this LS trim, if not across the board. So keep that in mind if you're looking at a 23 Traverse, that some of the pricing may be changing mid-model year. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, I have several videos on the Hyundai Palisade as well, so make sure to check those out if you're in the market for a 3-row family SUV. And let me know which one you think is the better buy. So if you found this video helpful or just enjoyed watching, please hit that like button. It greatly helps out these videos and the channel. And if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber threshold, which will definitely unlock some new opportunities here in the near future. So definitely hit that subscribe button to help support the channel. So once again, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.